I've decided to make stir fry, and I've never made it before, so I don't really know how to make it. I'm just going to guess. I'll get some of these stir fried veg anyway and throw some of that in there. Like that. Obviously we're using extra virgin olive oil. None of this oil of slags for me. Only the finest extra virgin olive oil. So I guess we stir this around a little bit on a low heat. And then, in just a moment, I partly cooked some sausages earlier, so I'll throw them in now too. So, yeah, I don't know why, but I'm guessing it's a good idea to just keep stirring it all around, make sure everything's got little bits of olive oil on it. And don't let it stay still for too long, I reckon, otherwise it might end up burning something, and that's not what I want. I want this to be a success. I want it to be win, not fail. Right. I imagine going to my cupboard, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, I imagine we'll add to the flavours a bit. Give it another little stir. Actually, we'll have a bit more of this veg. That much. Perfect. Excuse the mess, by the way. I'm in the middle of having my kitchen refitted, so things might look a bit dusty or whatever at the moment. And my kitchen looks very minimal. Because there's not a great deal in here at the moment. Here's my brand new murdering knife. Murder the stir fry! Give it another stir. Keep things moving on. Obviously I'm using a little plastic spatula so that I don't scratch my wok with a metal one. Right, this stir fry veg can go back in the fridge. But I'll have to eat it soon because I don't imagine it keeps fresh for a long time. Probably have to eat it tomorrow. Would be the best idea, I imagine. Next we have some free range egg noodles to stir fry. Heat the wok or frying pan over a high heat. Okay, blah blah blah. Put the noodles in. for 2 to 3 minutes apparently, if I could even open the bucket. Right, murdering knife, this is where you'll come in useful. There we go. It's always time for a good bit of murder. Throw some of these in, I reckon. About half. Should be fine. That many, fuck it. And then the rest back in the fridge. Then back to stirring. Oh, that seems to have died down quite a lot now that those noodles have gone in. Spilling a bit of the veg here. Oh, nearly burnt my hand. That would have been one. And it said high heat on the packet, so I'll turn it up to 3, which is pretty much full blast. Definitely not cooked yet. So what we do is, I'll just pile all that down there. Throw some of these bits back in. Give that a minute. Cooking with Daz. Sometimes I'd probably be tempted to add a little bit of beer in for a bit more flavour, but right now I don't have any beers open, so I'm not going to open a beer just to put some in here. But if I make this again tomorrow, I imagine I shall be drinking beer then, and maybe I'll add some beer to the recipe then. Oops, getting bits of stuff here, there and everywhere, but fuck it. One of the dangers of cooking, I suppose. I wish these bloody noodles would separate a bit. Fuck it, with cheese. Ah, they're still cold. Obviously they're not cooked yet. So, some of them are warmish. And then I just keep doing this, mixing stuff around. I'll let it sit for a minute, I think. In the middle of the wok. I've got some sauce as well. Right, yeah, just as I suspected, you put the sauce in right at the end when everything's very nearly done. So, stir. Grab one of these noodles. Couple more minutes, I'd say. We'll add the sauce now. I'll tell you what flavour it is in a minute. Just get it in here first. Pretty much all of it. That sounds like it needs a bloody good stir now. I'm going to turn the heat down on that. In fact, we'll just turn the heat off and then leave this on here and just keep stirring for another minute or so. And then by my reckoning, that should probably be done. And this is the flavour. Spicy, sugar, something spicy, I don't know, I can't say that word, whatever it is. I just got it because it says spicy. And I reckon that's done now. Onto a plate. I bet this is fucking loads. Oh my god, it is. Feast. Get as much of that out as we can. Waste not, want not. Whatever the fuck that means, I've always wondered. Flatten things out a bit on my plate. Oh my god, that's a feast.